Greetings and welcome to the final part of the Waves of Change arc. Before we dive towards the end, let's review the build-up. Dark Gaia monsters attack the underwater city and the heroes spread themselves thin. Amy and Razor defend the temple with Coral still working on the shield. Sonic and Rotor went to the city to help Striker's forces. Unfortunately, they took air charms that weren't fully charged. Not to mention, Sonic's getting feral. That would have been a problem if the Dark Guardian hadn't tossed Rotor at Sonic. They're still drowning though. Things aren't going well at the temple until much needed help arrives. On both fronts. Hi Chaos. Yes Striker, Sonic and Chaos know each other. Play Sonic Adventure. Soldier reinforcements arrive at the temple, better late than never. But the good news, Aquarius has hatched into an Angel Chow. The spirit helping Coral? I to call. At this point, the battle turns in favor of the good guys. Coral, Pearly, Tikal, and Aquarius perform the rite, and the fight ends with a massive blast. The next audience with the King and Queen went smoother, and they restore Coral to priesthood. It helps to have the Water God present. Tikal gives Sonic much needed exposition on the Shattered World crisis, but doesn't know anything about the Gaia temples. She cuts out before continuing. In the end, the temple is not one of the required temples, but the team does not leave empty-handed. Amy's learned the Mystic Melody, they have a bunch of rings for Sky Patrol, and the friendship of the underwater civilization. Somewhere else, a mysterious old man congratulates his pupil. Mighty, the Armadillo. Oh, and Ray's here too. And that's that. Having Chaos and Tikal show up in the nick of time appears to be a case of Deus Ex Machina, but if one were to read the just completed Sonic Universe arc from the beginning, not to mention Sonic 259's second ending, you could put the pieces together. Rotor figured Chaos was holding the oceans together when the planet broke up. That would explain Chaos's immediate departure from Angel Island in Sonic Universe 63. As for helping the underwater civilization, it ties back to the two's backstory in Sonic Adventure with the whole caring for the Chow thing. And Tikal, while knowing many things, has limitations, which I am thankful for. She doesn't know the locations of the Gaia temples, and she can be contacted via mystic melodies and other mystical things. The outpour of Dark Gaia energy makes contacting her a bit more difficult, and it also explains why the King and Queen were nasty, and why Aquarius took so long to hatch. Chaos's help might be a one-time thing due to him holding the oceans together. I like it when powerful beings have set limitations, I just hope it sticks. The rest of the issue, the good guys win. Everything in the immediate arc is resolved, but no progress in saving the world was made. So was this arc a waste of time? Not entirely. This is a world-building story establishing a new civilization, which I do hope appears again. There's expanding some of the elements from the games, like getting an Angel Chow. Those that raise Chow in the games understand what it means to actually get one. What's responsible for the pollution? The two downed egg carriers. Sonic took responsibility for one of them, though I'm surprised they didn't mention Chaos's responsibility for the other one. At the end, we have the return of Mighty and Ray, still wearing the new duds in this universe. And we have a new character, but we'll get to know him later on. Ryan Jampol finishes the arc, and the art is a little better than that of the Sonic Lost World adaptation. In the end, the story gets an 8, but we're not done yet. Time for some aftermath. Two egg bosses, Cassia and Clove, examine the remains of the mine. One look at the security footage, and they're in touch with Eggman. The Doctor chastised them for letting the Freedom Fighters escape with the Chaos Emerald and has them reassigned. Eggman figures out the Freedom Fighters are tapping into his network and plans on turning the tables. Luckily, one of the Doctor's egg bosses, Thunderbolt, has found another Chaos Emerald, and Eggman plans a trap. In the end, Sally's team got what they wanted. Eggman will ignore the Crystal Cave because, from the Doctor's point of view, it's useless without a Chaos Emerald. Trade-off, Eggman knows what Sally did on the Death Egg and prepares a trap using Thunderbolt and another Chaos Emerald. Besides that, this backstory introduces more egg bosses. Something tells me we'll see more of Thunderbolt soon, but I'm intrigued by the Egg Boss sisters. There's definitely a story here. Why is one more robotic than the other? Other than that, I'm going to give this story, might as well give it a 7.5, why not? So next issue, it's the start of a brand new story arc, and from the previews, it looks like we're finally getting the Werehog. How's that going to turn out? We'll find out in issue 264. Hopefully. Until then, be safe everybody.